Moving to the next item on the list, which is number 18, and that is the zombie free roam Dead Rising 2. Now, I know that Dead Rising 3 is coming out, and I am super pumped for that coming out on the Xbox One. It looks great. But Dead Rising 2 was the game that really got me into the Dead Rising series. Like, I played Dead Rising 1 a bit, like a little bit. I think I got to the end, but I didn't really, you know, play it in terms of I replayed it, trying to get different endings, trying to do different things, trying to, you know, 100% it. I didn't really do any of that. Whereas Dead Rising 2, I kept coming back to it to try and do all these things, to see if I can save everyone, to see if I can complete all the cases, to see if I can do all these sort of achievements and everything. And that's what I really enjoyed about Dead Rising 2, is that it was a very replayable game. The replayability of it was a lot, and you could just go in there, do different things. It was incredibly silly. I noticed that straight away. It was incredibly silly. Like, it was a contrast between Dead Rising 1 and Dead Rising 2, and you could tell that they had completely whacked out all the sort of seriousness of it and put it so silly that in a cutscene where you're giving Zombrex to your daughter, you could be wearing a woman's crop top with denim shorts, and it was just hilarious. I mean, I've been playing it recently with my friend in co-op mode, and that made it extra hilarious. The co-op mode is funny as hell. Like, when you're walking and you're just going ahead of your friend and you hear them say, "Wait up, I'm coming," and you turn around to see them wearing a weird goblin mask on a tricycle coming towards you with all the squeaky noises of a tricycle, it is funny as hell. Mowing down zombies on a little tricycle, what could be better than that? And it's just, there's not really else I can say about it. It was quite repetitive, although it was sort of good repetitive. It was the repetitive that you kind of wanted to keep doing again, so you can do it to the extent of it having to be done. If that made any sense. I think I confused myself there. Basically what I'm saying is the replayability was that it was to do it so that you could do it. You know, not just half-arse it, so that you complete what you were trying to do all the tasks. That's what the replayability was about. And this game has really got me pumped for Dead Rising 3. There's not really that much I can say about Dead Rising 2 in terms of characters and the story, because it's pretty bland. It's just silly, some of the cutscenes, and the dialogue is just a bit silly, but overall, Dead Rising 2 was a pretty satisfying game, because I am a fan of zombie games, I am a fan of free roam games, I am a fan of, you know, horror-y games, if you can call Dead Rising 2 a horror in any sort of sense. But that's the thing. That's what really gave Dead Rising 2 this spot, is that it was just a fun game to play again and again and again. That's pretty much all I've got to say about Dead Rising 2, so fingers crossed for Dead Rising 3 being awesome.